Welcome back to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker. This is the weekly radio show that informs and it educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with the host of the program, Barb Schlinker, owner broker of Your Home Sold, Guaranteed Realty. Now, Barb, one of the biggest challenges for home sellers is that classic real estate catch 22 that you've talked about. It's having a house to sell before they buy their next home. So, how do homeowners get the highest price when they're selling their home and still know that their home is going to sell?
Well, I tell you, Richard, when a buyer comes along and they say, "Hey, I want to buy your home, but I have a house to sell. Will you reserve your house and wait for me to sell my home?" So I ask sellers that question an awful lot, and most of them are like, "No, they don't want to do that. They want certainty, right?" And there are actually probably 80% of the buyers out there that need to sell a home before they can buy. So it's quite a dilemma, and they don't know how to do it. I had one recently where the buyer made an offer contingent on his home selling, but it wasn't under contract yet. So the way the listing services work, we have to tell the world if the seller accepted a contract, technically. At least those are the most of the local MLS rules, right? The problem is that if a buyer makes an offer contingent on a home selling, and then we tell the world they've accepted a contract, a lot of these websites where the buyers are looking like Realtor.com, Homes.com, Zillow, will indicate to the world that the house is not available. But actually, in most cases, if they've accepted a contract contingent on their home selling, if they can't sell their home, buyer number two could actually make an offer and in a few days boot out buyer number one and be the one to buy the home. But it tells the world it's not available, which is not ideal for home sellers. So these are some of the things that we discuss when we meet with sellers to let them consider what the dilemmas are for home buyers out there and even for them as home buyers. I met with a home seller yesterday and she had tried with her previous agent to make offers contingent on her home selling, and she got summarily rejected left and right. And those homes sold very quickly. So, in general, most home sellers actually need their net proceeds to be able to buy their home. They also, in most cases, need their home paid off. Now, if you have a paid for home, that really puts you in a really good situation as somebody looking to buy, because even though your equity might be tied up in your house, you could still probably qualify to buy another home. And we actually have programs that help you do that without having to worry about having to sell it first. So the number one way to sell your home is to get your home under contract and then make an offer on the next home. That probably puts you in a little bit stronger position than a buyer that doesn't have to sell a home to perform. And the number one question that I would ask if an agent brought an offer to one of my listings and said, "Hey, my buyer wants to buy your listing, but it's contingent on their home selling, but it's under contract and we've gotten past all the hurdles." In that case, that's pretty close to a firm deal, and that's a good offer for a seller to accept. But I get questions often where I'll have a listing on the market and a buyer will come along and they'll say, "Hey, we want to buy this home, but we need to sell our home to perform. We need to sell our home to perform. So, will you accept an offer contingent on my home selling and wait for me to sell my house?" Well, most of the sellers won't do that. Well, we actually have a solution for that. We actually have a platform that if that seller has enough equity, we can actually get their home sold pretty close to full market value, and they'll be able to, with our cash buyers, and they'll be able to buy their next home first without having to worry about the sale contingency. And in general, most sellers really won't commit to a home in their next move unless, if especially if they think the deal is in doubt, they're just going to wait. So they're kind of on hold if you ask them to do that. But we give our home sellers basically kind of a backup offer with our cash offer program. So if you're making a contingent offer, it's definitely a lot weaker than making an offer when you don't have a house to sell. But again, we have solutions for that. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what you can do if you have a house to sell and you need to buy your next home. My name is Barb Schlinker. I'm the broker owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty and the host of this show, Your Real Estate Voice. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about some solutions that we have that represent cash offers and how they work. Richard?
You're listening to Your Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. You can always reach her at 719-301-3900. And we're talking with Barb about how cash offers work when you're selling a house. Barb, what are some solutions that you have for people who need to sell a house first before they buy their next one?
Well, Richard, we actually have a proprietary website where we can put any property in the country on this website and get anywhere from 3 to 11 offers. Many of them are cash offers where they could sell their home now without preparing their home for sale, without having to deal with, strangers coming through their house, and they'll have the certainty that their home is sold up front. We can even do it if they're making an offer on one of our listings. We could take somebody else's house, put it on that platform, and get their home sold so they can buy our listings without having to worry about waiting for the market to do it. And many times these cash offers represent full market value. Of course, there are the flipper offers that are in there where the prices are coming in low and they're trying to take your equity. But we have other offers that we're trying to get full market value for your home. And we can actually show these offers to you when you let us handle the sale. We offer this guarantee called 100% of market value or we'll pay you the difference. So that's one of our guarantees. Another guarantee, sell your home fast for full market value for cash. So all you need to do if you're interested in those offers is give us a call at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. Not every agent has a solution if you have a house to sell, but we do have multiple solutions. 80% of the buyers out there have a house to sell but want to buy their next home, and most agents don't know how to fix that problem. So basically, we sit down, we show you the offers, and you decide which one is the best one for you. All you need to do is call us at 719-301-3900 or go to barbhasthebuyers.com. There's a little green button right there that says cash offers. Richard?
Barb, you and your team are the only company that I'd recommend to people out there who are thinking of selling their homes and downsizing to a smaller home. You can always reach Barb and her team at 719-301-3900. Talking about homes, Barb, it's time for your hot new listings. What do you have this week?
Well, Richard, I'm really excited about him. The first one I have is a beautiful, almost new townhome. It's actually owned by the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. So I represent the asset management company and I sell some of the homes that they have for sale in the area. And usually these homes sell really fast. They're in good shape. Nothing wrong with the house. It's just maybe the former owner couldn't afford it. But it's a great location right off of Interquest Parkway, close to all the great restaurants and shopping, priced in the low 400s. We also have a beautiful ranch, South Colorado Springs on Declaration Drive. This home has 6 bedrooms, lots of bathrooms, great backyard, 3-car garage, priced in the low fives. We also have a beautiful ranch in Wolf Ranch, which is a highly sought after location with District 20 schools. 8151 Glory Drive, priced at $599. This gorgeous rancher has fresh carpet. It backs to open space and it's a great location. We also have a beautiful home down in Pueblo on Royal Troon, another beautiful rancher that has a beautiful backyard with great views and a fully finished basement priced in the mid 500s. A spectacular home in Briargate on Camfield Circle. This home has an abundance of gleaming hardwood floors, backs to open space with gorgeous views of Pikes Peak right there on Camfield Circle, priced in the low fours, and then a spectacular custom home that has 5 different car spaces. On the main level, you could have main level living with 3 bedrooms plus an office. On the lower level, you could come in and do a side entry to another garage that will fit up to 4 cars, has a kitchenette, so you can actually have in-laws living on that level, plus another level with plenty of storage. And then sneak peek coming very soon. We've got Granny's home, an adorable ranch in Fountain with gleaming hardwood floors in the low threes, an unbelievably gorgeous home in Glen Eagle in the low sixes, and many more coming, including one that's actually on Meadow Lake Airport, where you could literally taxi to your house in the mid sixes. If you're interested in all of our coming soon homes, you can go to barbhasthebuyers.com. And introducing special today, we have a new landing page on our website. If you go to barbhasthebuyers.com and click on best deals, we're actually offering an investor invitational. So these are off-market properties. Many of them are offered up on the market with $100,000 of available equity. So you could take your tools and put your own special twist to these and still make a great investment. But these are by invite only, and you have to register to be able to see them. So go to barbhasthebuyers.com, click on the button that says Best Buys to be invited to some of our best buys that are on the market right now. And if you are thinking of making a move, give us a call, 719-301-3900, or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. Richard?
You've been listening to Your Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. If you're thinking of making a move, call Barb at 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com. That's it for this week, Barb. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend.